Namaskar everyone, and to continue with our healing session today, let's take a journey into healing meditation. As we begin, I'd like to remind you that the physical body is called the gross body. And sometimes we have challenges there in the gross body. But the healer within is the source of your being, the God within you, in its essence. And you have within this physical body, you have a subtle energy body. It's referred to as the astral body when you hear that word, or sukshma sharir in Sanskrit, which means the finer body. That body that you have within this gross body, it is the driver of the gross body, of the operations in the gross body. It's your immortal body. So sometimes when you hear that we have visitations from discarnates, or those who have left the body, when we are more in touch with our subtle body, we can actually feel their presence very strongly. It is because they are interacting with our subtle body. And in fact, for those of us who have loved ones who have passed on, and we think that we have lost them, truth is, they're just in another dimension, and we can continue to communicate with them. Which is such a heartwarming thought. So though you may experience pains and aches in the physical body and challenges in the physical body, if you're able to purify your subtle energy body, the vehicle for bringing energies into the physical, if you're able to purify that and from the depth of your being channel clean energies through that body into the physical, you can experience remarkable transformations within the physical itself. So in meditation, I try to take you or guide you to your source being. And I try to get you to purify the subtle energy body, to make it clean so it can be a clearer vehicle for charging up or recharging your physical body or bringing healing to it. It's fascinating. Just the knowledge is fascinating. And you can imagine when you begin to experience the subtle body and begin to channel in and through it by purifying it and connecting with your essence, the source being, and channeling in and through there. It's another level of fascination. So this is where my excitement is in every healing circle, that I can guide you there. And from there we can recharge the physical body. One of my joys of being here is not just exciting you about the knowledge or the practices, but the joy I get in my own practice as I sit here. As I share the co-created field with you. When we come together, we co-create a field of energy. Means that all of us begin to channel into that field when we really get into that space. So I love to initiate that. So if I can help you to get into your subtle body and awareness and get into your source being, and you begin to channel, and we begin to channel together, the field becomes incredibly heightened. And those of you who are viewing the stream, even though you may be far away, physically, that makes no difference when it comes to subtle energy. You're right here and now, subtly. Because at the source level, we are all connected to the same source. That maybe sometimes difficult to imagine, and then I bring the wheel analogy to you. That at the center of the wheel, all the spokes in the wheel are connected. At the periphery, they are differently connected. But at the hub, they're all being powered by the same energy at the hub. So all of us are in the hub of the universe. And we are all being powered from there. And when we take our minds, our attention, and bring that to the hub of being, we all are existing in that moment in the same space. But when we keep our minds on the bodies, we lose that hub connection, that inner connection that connects us all. So in the meditation, I guide you to become totally silent in the mind, because the mind is an important thing. Wherever you place your mind, you're placing your energies. So if you're sitting here and your mind is thinking about things on the outside, that's where your energies are going. So if you're thinking about your grandmother or your child, that's where you're sending your energies. And if you're thinking about some negative thing that happened during the day, that's where your energies are going. When you get caught in that, it may begin to neutralize a little bit of vitality that you would have gained. So it's more important to bring your mind here and now. So in the meditation, I try to get your attention right to the very source of your being. So you need to clear the mind, because you don't want thoughts to take your energies elsewhere. So you come to the center of being, you clear the mind completely, and you just center yourself in the present moment. And allow me to guide you to the source. Because when you clear your mind, you come into that space where I can guide you to the source of your silence. And when you go there, you feel refreshed, completely refreshed on the inside. And the mind begins to become more intuitive. You begin to pick up guidance from within your own being. At some points in the meditation, you begin to feel that I need to focus on this particular organ, or I need to do this particular kind of breathing. The intuitive awareness will come to you as to where to focus in your healing meditation. Sometimes it may lead you, after you become stable, to focus on somebody else. And if you're strong enough and stable enough, you can do that because you are helping them. So in every week I try to inspire you a little more, but I don't want to take away your meditation time now with me. So I'm going to go directly into the meditation, and I'll bring the knowledge of the practice in there. So let's begin our meditation today. First of all, with a lot of gratitude for being here today. It's a very powerful healing space. And those of you who are joining us via the stream today, it's a joy having you. You're a part of this co-created space. So let the body relax. Let the face relax and the eyes. Let the neck relax. You can move your head from side to side, up and down, around. Take the tensions of the neck and let the neck relax. Let the shoulders relax. You can lift the shoulders, rotate them. Let them relax, and let the chest relax, stomach, pelvic area, thighs, calves, feet, hands. In doing so, you brought your attention to the entire body. Now just holding your body in your mental awareness, peaceful awareness, loving awareness, you are beginning to energize your body cells just by holding the body positively and lovingly in your mental space. Because the mind is a field of prana, vital energy. Now begin to focus on your breathing. What breathing does, it connects you to the subtle body. Because breath is activated from the subtle body. A subtle current called a vayu, a vital current of prana. It opens up the lungs as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, another current called apana pushes the air out. So if you begin to focus on this prana and apana during the breathing, you begin to go into a subtle space of awareness. And if you take your attention to the spinal column as you breathe, and it's easy to do that because you have, in breathing in, you need to go to your belly to breathe, and then to your chest, and then to your throat, taking your attention right up to your head. So you have moved along the spinal column and gone to the brain. And when you're breathing out, you're emptying the lungs. You go in the reversed way, emptying the lungs, dropping the shoulders, bringing the rib cage in, bringing the belly in. So you're taking your attention down the body. So use the spinal column as you do that. That's a guide for your attention. Taking your attention up the spinal column, it's a chakra column. You breathe in slowly and deeply and comfortably, opening up the belly to breathe. Remember, the chest, the throat, and taking your attention to your head. This is a recharging mode. And as you breathe out, take your attention down the body. Down to the belly as you breathe out, and then to the root chakra in the perineum area. And pause for a moment at the end of the out-breath. Breathe in slowly and comfortably, and pause for a moment at the end of the in-breath. Those pauses allow you to stabilize. And just observe the healing effect that rhythmic and slow breathing has. Complete breathing, this is called in yoga. And you can cleanse the subtle space. If you breathe away any stressful energies that might be within your being, mental, emotional, physical, just breathe it away as you breathe out. And as you breathe in, you're bringing fresh oxygen to the body, and you're bringing prana from the space around you into the body. Nice, slow breathing. For those of you who may be a little physically devitalized from these activities, spend a little more time in the gut breathing, especially capturing that area below the rib cage. For those of you who felt emotionally spent today, give attention to breathing at the center of the chest, chest breathing. And for those of you who feel mentally depleted, you focus on breathing at the center of the eyebrows, focusing there as you breathe, opening up the belly to breathe and chest, but you keep the focus at the center of the eyebrows. So here you are in a recharging mode, revitalizing mode, restorative mode. and learn to enjoy that action. De-stressing is always a joyful action because you're letting go. So the more effectively you use the breath, the more recharged you can be during this practice. And for those of you who have learned the Ujjayi breathing, employ it now. It helps you to manage the breath in a more powerful way. And for some of you, you will feel guided as to where to breathe. Especially if the chakras are open, then you will be more aware of the prana that flows through the chakras, revitalizing the nervous system. As you breathe into the gut, you recharge the gut, nervous system of the gut. It's a very powerful one. As you breathe into the chest, you recharge the nervous system of the heart. As you breathe into the throat and going up to the brain, you recharge the brain. Now ensure that you don't fall into a lull or sleepiness. Now you are into the healing space. Begin to acknowledge that great power that is there in the silence. It's the God power within you. And hold the awareness that God is a source of infinite peace, love, goodness, wisdom, and vitality, prana. And that your existence is in that infinite field of support. So you exist in God. You exist in this infinite field of energy. That itself is reassuring. And as you breathe into any part of you, hold the awareness that you're tapping into God's power as you do that. God's love as you breathe into the chest. God's vitality as you breathe into the core. And now here's where we're going to use imagery. You begin to observe the areas of the body that you want to recharge, restore, or heal. Take your mind there. That's holding it in a pranic field, an energy field. And use the power of intention. Intention generates energy in the channeling. Hold the power of intention. Through the thought, my body is healing, my body is recharging, my body is becoming whole. Hold that intention strongly within you and visualize this happening. Just visualize that my body is recharging through every breath. My body is healing through my love And I can see and feel that my body is recharging. My body is being revitalized. My body is being restored. Just simple, affirmative practice brings healing into your space. Believe. And when you begin to feel this lightness of being, when you begin to feel carried in what you're doing, when you begin to feel that your affirmations have power, you are touching the source. You're touching the God within. You're touching the ultimate healer. And you can take your attention anywhere, to your kidneys, to your liver, to your gut, to your stomach, to your brain, to your heart, to your spleen, to your bones, to your joints, to your eyes, to your throat. Let your mental being, your emotional being, your vital being resonate with healing and wellness. And for some of you, if you don't feel that powerful motivation, just open your consciousness to the field around you. The field is very charged. And it's not only our energies in this field, our collective energies. There are divine energies also supporting this field. Angel, guides, masters. Whoever we've been connecting to, they continue to support us. Open your awareness to them and rest in that space. For some of you, you may have healing mantras that energize you. You can repeat them. For some of you, praying may be a way of directing your energies. Use whatever comes to you. Now I'm going to create a silent period that is extremely powerful. Allow yourself to be supported by the energies of the space. Our Reiki practitioners can now become active. Now take a moment to extend your awareness to community and to world, that you may share that healing energy with your world. Think about a natural world, and even now as our Amazon rainforest is challenged, you can help and take your energy there as well, to all the creatures that are being destroyed, and life. And take your attention to any part of the world where there is suffering and strife. And let's pray for a world of peace, love, and harmony, and a healthy environment. Wherever you take your attention and intention, you take healing. Just make the wish deep from your heart. May there be peace, love, and harmony in our world. May all forms of life be protected on our planet. And may the natural life on our planet be conserved and restored when necessary. And join me now as we chant the Maha Mantra from the Vedas for healing, Mahamrityunjaya Mantra. This is a mantra for restoration, for healing, and for immortal consciousness. Join me. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshayam Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this brings us to the end of this segment. I hope that you've been comforted by it, restored, revitalized, inspired. But you can do this every day. You don't have to be here to do it. And you're supported because we have these videos on the Facebook and on live stream. So you can revisit them. And they're just as powerful as the experience of being here.